Hi everyone, this is Famously Robin. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a video today or not because I'm not feeling well, hence the no makeup, the glasses, the scratchy voice. But sometimes being real just ends up being better than anything. So I just thought I'd say hi for a little bit, not long, because I'm really not feeling well. I ended up catching pink eye the other day, and thankfully I do have some meds, but it's just going to take a little bit to get over it. I hope y'all are doing well. I know that sometimes when we aren't feeling well, we want to just sit around, absolutely do nothing. But a lot of times there's at least a little something we can do, even if it's just a little bit of marketing, a little bit of things on the computer, wash a dish here and there, pick up a little bit of trash as we're heading towards somewhere, another room or something. So we might not be able to be full force and go as far or as fast or as furious as we normally do on the days that we feel well, but we can do some things to make some progress, even if we're crawling along. However it works out, just always make some kind of progress, even if it's for peace of mind, journaling, just sitting on a bench or a chair outside to get some fresh air. Whatever you got to do to just make a little bit of progress, even if it's just changing a thinking pattern. What's been really strange is that ever since I was probably a teenager, some of my best clarity came when I had to slow down and I was sick or whatever, and I wasn't doing my normal everyday things. And some things that I had time to think about, that I needed to make decisions on, I was able to do that during my downtimes. And so I kind of feel like that happened during this time. I realized there's some things in my life that I accepted and that I shouldn't, and I'm not going to settle for certain things. I think you guys have heard me say this on Facebook. I probably posted it, that I absolutely don't like texting. Now that sounds weird because I'm a writer, right? But I write all day long. Language and spelling and formatting and all that actually is a pet peeve of mine when it's incorrect. And the stupid buttons on the phone seem to always not do what I want it to do. And as far as texting goes and autocorrect, I turned mine off, but for some reason, some things still end up not being the way I typed it. And I'm also a very different writer than I am in person or over the phone. My writing is very direct and very to the point. But when I'm talking to somebody over the phone or in person, I'm a lot more personable, talk about a lot more things, and things are just quicker to over the phone or in person. To answer even one question can take forever, and answer a bunch of questions can take even longer, and I don't like that fact with texting. So when I'm not working either freelance or my full-time gig, I really just like to either be in person or talk on the phone. And I've had some people just point blank say they don't care. They don't want to talk on the phone. They only are texters. They're not phone people. And they don't mind meeting in person, but it was so rare and in between just because of my schedule or their schedule or whatever. But one way to build relationships is just hearing somebody's voice, talking to them, hearing them laugh, hearing tone. It's a better way to communicate. In person is actually the best way to communicate. But, there's a lot of filters. You guys have probably heard of that. Texting is probably the biggest filter because you can't see the person. You can't hear them. You don't even know who they are sometimes. And a lot of times, just it's just very filtered as far as blocks and obstacles on, and then how people type and write. A lot of people are very different when they write than they are in person. So I just really don't like texting. And I've decided if somebody doesn't want to talk to me on the phone at least a few times, then I can't text all the time. You know, I mean, I know that texting is like a necessary evil, literally, but if somebody isn't going to talk to me at all ever on the phone, I just can't deal with that. Or, you know, I don't mind talking in person either. But a lot of times, especially if there's a misunderstanding or you're trying to build a relationship or a friendship, it's just better to talk in person or over the phone. And if somebody doesn't want to do that, then I'll be like, okay, we'll just move along, and I will too. So I just realized, you know, that some things to settle for are not worth it, and some things are just good to stand my ground. Have you had anything that you had to stand your ground and realize, you know, if people love you, they'll meet you halfway on something, and if they don't, then they won't? And it's good to find that out early. Anyway, I hope you all have a great Saturday night. I'm gonna stay home now. I went and watched a movie that made me cry, and I don't know if that's a good idea with with pink eye. And then I went to Starbucks and did a little writing and all that. But anyway, I hope you all have a great evening, a good weekend, and don't settle. I guess that's probably the biggest thing. If there's something that really is something that you really need to stand on, then stand on it and just don't settle. And if you need to, you know, just set up that boundary and move along with some people that aren't meeting you halfway, then just go ahead and do that. Anyway, have a great day. Make people smile. Have an amazing day. I'm trying to do that, even being sick. Try to be helpers, but I don't want to get anybody else sick. So anyway, I hope you have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.